up, y'all? We back with another episode of the Bloom Network Business Interviews. Today I got MB Security. I'm here with CEO and COO Zay and Ty. MB Security, man, they do executive protection. So for any events, parties, or business settings that you might have and you need protection, these are the people that you might want to holler at. But can y'all explain what is MB Security? Just explain MB Security and what executive protection from.
Well, MB Security is a legal liability company, minority owned, started in 2020. MB stands for My Brother, so My Brother Security LLC. We protect you like family. That's basically what it is. We protect our clients, their assets, anything you can think of, really. We provide education as well. So, yeah.
Okay. And can you talk a bit about specifically about executive protection?
Yes. So executive protection is basically like a type of security. There's different types of lanes in the security industry, the protection industry, whatever you want to call it. Executive protection is just like an upscale version of it. We protect high profile clients, VIPs and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it's more. It's not like you go into the clubs and nothing like that. You can go to the clubs in it if you protect your client. They want to go there, but it's mostly like you're protecting high value clients.
Right. Okay. So that's anything like people who's out in the mall, somebody that might come here, they might have a little bit of status, they out in the mall, going around the city, y'all with them, making sure everything's okay.
It ain't even all about status sometimes. Like they got the money.
Right.
Some people got the money, they don't got status.
If you just feel like you just want to be safe, you just want two big dudes come chill with you.
Yeah, if you can afford the right type of guys with the right skill, then yeah, you a VIP.
It's a bit. Okay. So what made y'all want to get into protection as a career? Like, I want to go out and I want to protect some. You know what I'm saying? Put my life in jeopardy for somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? Like, what made y'all?
He can go first. Mine
okay.
Really, mine just stems from just been an athlete my whole life. Played football growing up from the time I was 6 till I was about 23, 22, 23. And so after the football career, long story short, I needed something to exert a lot of, physical energy into.
Okay.
So first thing I got into was martial arts.
Okay.
And so getting into martial arts, my sensei, I started doing a lot of tactical training and stuff. And I met this guy.
Okay.
So we had already known each other, man type thing. And so we was in tactical training one day, and he was like, "Bro, I love the way you work. I'm building something. I need your help." I'm like, "Shit, whatever it is, let's do it." You know what I'm saying? And from then, that's when I just, got the ball rolling with the protection side of things. So.
Okay. All right, Zay, what about you?
Same, honestly, with the football standpoint of it. But my position, I played O-line, so that's all I did was protect people. Since I was a little kid, I was bred to protect people, so it just came naturally to me.
Yeah.
Got out of high school, went to college. I'm like, yeah, I ain't trying to work in no factory the rest of my life or none of that. I want my own. I want to be my own boss at some point.
Right.
What can I do? What am I good at?
Right.
I ain't had no passion for nothing but protecting people. So football wasn't my lane no more. I was like, what else can I do to protect somebody and make some money? Go into the security industry with it.
Right. Okay. That's what's up. So, with different bookings and events that y'all have, like, how do you prepare for an event or concerts, whatever it is that y'all doing?
So we learned this when we got certified and everything with EP Executive Protection. It's technically called advanced work. So any type of advanced work, we got to know as much as possible about where we're gonna be at and who we're gonna be working with.
Right.
So all of that beforehand, we gotta check locations, check perimeters. We go wherever venue we're gonna be at. We check the routes we're gonna take, all kind of stuff. What time we show up, when we're gonna be here, who's gonna be there, how many people's gonna be there. We just, as much as we can know possible before the event, we try to find that out and then get all of our guys together, get whatever type of gear we might need, accessories, anything, and we just come up with a plan plot before here.
Right.
And it's the easiest way to translate it is more so like game planning.
Exactly.
All right, it's more so like game planning. Anybody play the sport, you know how it is. The week of, you get your game, you get your scout report on Monday.
Right.
So we try to get our, scout report a week ahead of time. What we're gonna do, location, who, what, when, where, why, how we're gonna do it. So that's the easiest way to translate it.
Right.
basically.
And it's I think a lot of people do events and parties and stuff, and they don't understand the importance of security and it being properly done. Like you feel me? I'm a security guy. Y'all know I've been worked with MB security before myself. You know what I'm saying? Up under y'all as a security guard, but I take that type of thing seriously as far as like you said game plan. But in certain situations, and I know y'all know this, everybody got a game plan until you get punched in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it is important to know everything that is around this perimeter or in this situation, exits, you know what I'm saying, safe words and things like that for when things happen or go left, we can rely on, these instincts or these things that we have already set in advance. Just like you said,
training and everything.
Exactly, that advanced work that you did is important. For sure. So can y'all tell me some of the things that y'all might have encountered, I guess, during doing executive protection, or like, take me through, I guess, a average or an everyday event, like.
I'd say every event's different.
Yeah.
Especially depending on where we at, what type of client we got, what they got going on. Sometimes client might be doing an event at their house. They might want to travel with their family over here and to go to a vacation, or we might have to fly out here because they want to go do. They got to go on a tour of do different TikToks or different meet and greets.
Okay, right.
So things like that. So it just depends. It really depends.
Honestly, I say it's like doing a lot of middleman work. It feels like, because like you got your client over here, they got to do something, and then you got to say the hotel manager you got to go meet with to get the room keys or anything. Be like, oh, I got to order, say like a restaurant manager, or I'm bringing a client in. We're gonna have security. You gotta let them know in advance, like, hey, I'm bringing in a high profile client to your establishment. We want some privacy, this and that. Like even if we just walking through the mall, you gotta call the mall and let them know, like, hey, I'm bringing somebody through. I'm walking through. It might attract a lot of attention. Mm-hmm. So all kind of stuff. Really just being a middleman a lot.
And then even when we travel state to state, a lot of times when we have firearms, we check in with the local sheriffs. We gotta check in. Hey, we got this client coming through. Could we might need this, and that, or we'll be traveling with this, and that, just in case we have any interactions or run-ins. Everything's always smooth. So
law enforcement really helps us. Like, we can collaborate with them. That's what makes our job easier, honestly.
Okay. All right. Cool. So not everybody does events or, has businesses that they need protection from, but y'all can educate a lot of us about, safety around your homes, or, safety when you're going to and from work or in things like that. Can y'all expand a little bit about that? Just everyday life and safety like that?
You want to go? You want to go?
It don't matter. So basically what we do, teach the CCDW class.
Okay.
I got this whole book right here, teach you about concealed carry, home defense. I go over everything.
What's the book and who's it by?
It's by the USCCA. That's like the United States Concealed Carry Association.
Okay.
That's who I got my instructor certification under. So I'm basically instructing their materials, and I'm able to teach their classes for them, basically.
Okay.
And I'm just teaching this to inform the community, really. Home defense, when it comes to home defense, you just practicing safe procedures.
I say from the time that you leave your house in the morning, always keep your outside area lit, porch lit, wherever your walkway is to your car. Try to have it lit up as much as possible if it's dark outside. Try to keep all your bushes by your windows and doors, entryways and stuff at a minimum. To a degree, we can talk about that as well. If you carry a firearm, never keep it in a bag. Keep it on your person, right? If it's a handgun, keep it on your person at all times if you can. Find your concealable holster. In the bag is just too far away, right? So traveling, when you get in your car, you always want to check your car. If you got lights in your car, make sure you keep them on to when your door open. Your aux lights, your door open, they always pop on. You don't ever want nobody to be in the backseat of your car. Just small stuff like that. It's really important for women to be much more aware of their surroundings. Everybody should be aware of their surroundings, but women are looked at as more easily targeted, right? So women with kids especially, if your kids can open the door, have them open the door, have them get themselves in the car, put their seatbelt on. You want to have that transition as smooth and quick as possible. We don't want to spend extra amount of time talking outside the door, drinking pot or drinking juice or anything. The transition from the house to the doors should be as smooth and as quick as possible.
Right.
Yeah. So once you're in the car, that's your safe spaces, right? I mean, that's normal everyday thing, you know, driving. I just say, anytime you have a firearm, make sure you keep it on your person. You have kids around, keep it on your person, right? We talk about storage as well as in the car. Only place you can't take it out in public, I believe, is official buildings, courthouses, school buildings, any government official buildings, post office as well, banks. Other than that, everywhere, even if it doesn't have a emblem that said no firearms allowed, a lot of times those is business preferences. There's only a few places in each state that are mandated to where you can't bring a firearm.
I feel like security all ties into everyday life and home defense, basically with like how you develop your safe habits. You know, like so basically kind of like what he said, how you leave the house, being aware of your surroundings, stuff like that, knowing your safe spots, just being anywhere you go, checking for exits, putting your back to the wall, stuff like that. When you go into restaurants, certain seats you pick, all of these things is how you keep yourself safe. So being aware of your surroundings, it ties into when you're at home, when you're out in public, everyday life, whether you got a firearm on you or not, keeping yourself safe should always be your number one priority. Right. Making it home at the end of the day.
Especially when you're out in public. I know there's a pandemic per se of people going in, you know, public establishments and shooting it up. So always being, you know, vigilant of exits and who's coming in and out of doors is something that's really, you know, important to do while you out and not always, you know what I'm saying, being consumed with what you got going on right in front of you. Just always being aware of your surroundings. It's very important, especially women. Women have the tendency to just kind of I don't know, like zone out and get caught up in whatever they're doing. They don't really pay attention to what's going on around them.
No, that's true a lot of times, especially when they with us per se.
Okay, right.
Your woman's out with you. You supposed to naturally be on your P's and Q's more than she is. She's just out in love, right? In a sense,
right.
And so, like you said, restaurants. When I go to restaurants, I always sit facing the door. When I get to a restaurant, I'm scared. I go to the bathroom immediately. I'm saying how many entrances and exits in there.
Right.
Same thing you talked about. We doing a venue. We doing any type of event. It's a floor plan. The first thing we get is the floor plan, just to see what we're working with. Your possible threat assessment. Your threat assessment. Where could threats come from? How many ways could we get out of here? Is there glass all around the front door? Is there glass all around the front of the building, or is it wood or brick per se? Who can see us from what angle? What can we see from what angle?
Right.
Those small things make a huge difference when you go into the movies and stuff. Picking the right seats, right? Being able to see both entrances and exits. If there's two exits, there's always two exits because there's always one by the screen somewhere.
Right.
All right. So being able to see that. Code words. Me and my kids got code words. Me and my son has a code word. Me and my family, we have code words. Try to have code word. I ain't gonna break it down, but everybody should have code words. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's
something that you can use in a regular conversation.
Even if I make a phone call, like, man, you know what? Code words, right? I really want some licorice today. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, right? You gotta have whatever it is. I got code words with my dog that other people can't say, so that my dog gonna react to everybody's commands. But yeah, so small things, the small details to everyday life. Not even your kids knowing their name, birthday, address, but not knowing who to get the address to, right?
Right.
Their parents' phone numbers.
Even with like at home, like just having like a checklist at home, like okay, all my doors locked, all my windows locked. Like some people worry about their light bill and stuff. Make sure all the lights cut off. It's the same way with safety. Make sure all the doors locked, everything's taken care of. If you got a home alarm, is your home alarm set? Because 53% of the people who buy home alarms don't even set them. Like, as many people in the world who buy home alarms, 53% of them don't set them.
Okay.
So that's a big problem. So like people get complacent in life, and you got to be self-aware because you can. That's the first time you
do it, right? And so we always want to wait till it happens to get prepared for something.
Exactly.
That's the thing about security. Just
being proactive
and being proactive for any situation, or trying to be proactive towards as many angles as you can before anything.
Because a lot of people walk around thinking like, ain't nothing gonna happen, or how often does it happen, or or whatever. That's all it takes is one time. That's why you gotta stay ready, so you ain't gotta get ready. That's my motto.
What I took is from Suge Knight. and it's horrible to say I took it from Suge Knight, but it stuck with me. Look, he said, "You never know what you need until you need it."
Exactly.
And that's what I say to clients when they like, "Oh well, I don't think we need that many guys, or I don't think it's all necessary to have y'all doing this and that." You never know what you need until you need it, and then when you do need it, you're gonna be mad that you didn't have it. So that's
Stop trying to cut corners. Party promoters, event owners, stop trying to cut corners on security, and then be mad when something happens. Talking about we might not need that many guys because you don't want to pay for it, and then something happen and you ain't pay for enough guys to handle a situation or whatever it may be, and then something.
Quit doing those are the worst ones. Really, they cut
quit doing that.
It depends on what industry you're tapping into, but that's why we really don't try to tap into the party promotion because a lot of times they want to get that money from their client. Their clients don't come in and pay top dollar a lot of times,
right?
But they're not gonna have top dollar protection as far as how things need to be ran and how this needs to be handled. So it's per se a lot easier for people to influence or sway even your security guards to do things, or security guards are more lax because they're not making as much as they should be, and I ain't trying to be no club security guard. You feel me? I ain't trying to do that. So if we're gonna step into a venue and we're gonna protect the venue, we're still gonna come with our private protection, all our knowledge, all our practice, all of our homework, and so the price is the price, right? We're not bouncers. We ain't doing this. Ain't what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why you don't find us at a venue.
We ain't checking IDs and just
you know what I'm saying? Now, if we got a client who's having a private event, we do a lot of private events, big birthday parties, family reunions, quinceañeras. Things all type of things, but that's per se for private clients. People who reach out, hey, like I got now. If it's a promoter and they reach out, it's a different conversation. They got to be had. I'm not saying we won't do it because money talk. We work with everybody.
Good security ain't cheap, and cheap security ain't good.
I like that right there. Yeah. Say it again. What you said?
I said good security ain't cheap. Cheap security ain't good.
So when y'all go out talking about leave the drama for your mama and all that, people don't care about that. Get you some security. Professionals. Not no t-shirt wearers. Good security. So we on the topic of like safety, home defense, and stuff like that. Y'all teach you teach a CCDW class. Can you talk about the importance of getting your concealed carry license?
Well, it offers many benefits. Some people feel like you don't really need it, depending on what state you in. We in Kentucky, so we open carry state. So some people be like, "Oh, I don't have to get a concealed carry license." All that. It still comes with many benefits. All right, so you're allowed to take your weapon in places you normally wouldn't be able to. You can conceal your weapon. It's an open carry state, yes, but if you want to conceal it, you have to have a license. Well, you actually don't need a license to conceal it anymore because the laws change so much and so frequently. Yeah, so you don't even have to have a license to conceal it anymore. But when you definitely need it when you're traveling, having it in your car. So like if you got your CCDW license, you can have your firearm loaded on your person or in the front seat. So like if you don't, you have to have your firearm in the vehicle with you, but your magazine has to be in the trunk or something like that.
Yeah,
you have
in the lockbox
or in the lockbox and stuff like that. So it comes with many benefits. It lets you bypass a lot of things that certain like normal civilians just can't do. Me personally, I like to just take mine everywhere I go.
Right.
Only places I don't take it is like government official buildings, like courtroom, or like say anywhere that I know a police officer is gonna be. If I'm going to like the county clerk's office or something, anything, I'm not gonna take it there, of course. But I'm going grocery shopping, to the movies, all types of places, anywhere. I'm taking my firearms everywhere I go. That's the importance of having it. And then you gain so much knowledge in the classroom that normal people who just go buy a gun, you're not gonna get. They're not giving you a class when you go buy a gun.
Right.
They're not telling you the laws and stuff like that. They give you a little pamphlet, but not trying to tell most people's not reading that.
Right.
You get the CTW license, you have to sit there, get the knowledge, and perfect your shot and your craft with it as well.
So with the class, you got to do what? You got to come in, you got to learn the full, the course of everything that's going on.
Go to work and sign up.
You're gonna learn this whole book.
Learn the whole book, and then you got to qualify your shoot. So you got to go to the gun range and shoot your gun, right?
Yeah, all day.
So it's basically 2 tests. I'm gonna give you this information. We're gonna sit there for about whatever the time period is, however long it takes us to really get this knowledge obtained. Because
it's a lot.
It's a lot of information.
Yeah.
It takes hours. And some people don't understand that. They think they're gonna get it real quick. Nah. I'm gotta break down a lot of different lessons in this book. break it all the way down for you. You'll take a test. If you pass that test, then we go into the range
Right.
to see if you're gonna apply what you learned in class to actually using your firearm.
Right. So you ain't touching no guns unless you know the proper laws.
Oh yeah, you gotta pass the test first before we even go to the gun range.
Exactly.
And then I believe like Kentucky's CCW is recognized in like 42 other states, I believe.
Okay, so what does that mean?
So it means I can go to another state and they're gonna recognize that okay, he has a concealed carry, I can conceal my weapon in other states. Whereas certain places it's allowed, like California, they don't recognize our CCW, so I have to follow California's laws. Regardless where you go, you gotta follow their laws. But
it makes you more prone to, if you have to protect yourself. One, you got that license on you, so they see one, you already licensed, you abide by laws, you're responsible, and where you're from. All right, so then they'll see, all right, where you come from. Okay, that's Kentucky CCW. His rules and regulations. This is how he lives his life based off Kentucky laws.
Yeah. Okay.
And so, a lot of times it'll help people.
So, like, I know for a fact, like, say in Kentucky, we don't have no mag limitations, like magazine limitations, right? We can have extended mags, you can have the drums, all that stuff. But say if I go to California, oh yeah, we can have all that stuff. We're allowed to. But say if I go to California, I can only have 10 rounds in my magazine at a time. Even if my my capacity is 14 plus 1, I can only walk around with 10 in each magazine.
Really?
Yeah, so that's how it varies in different places. Like if you go to New York, you can't have nothing unless you got certain
you have
certifications. You gotta have
licenses,
certain licenses, permits, and everything.
Right.
So SOL, so you gotta be the sworn officer of the law, or you have to have your New York State Guard Corps, or it's one more, but New York don't play. Yeah. So,
Illinois is getting like that, so it's like they got apps and everything to tell you where you can go with your license and who recognizes who doesn't, all kind of stuff.
Kentucky, you good? It's wild Midwest stuff.
Okay. So a lot of people I like, you know, my mom, she's scared. I had to get on her for a long time about purchasing a gun because she's an older woman. You know, she drives a nice car, she has nice things, and I had to get on her like, Mama, you need to get a gun.
That's every reason.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a reason why she should
right.
Get a firearm.
So, can we talk about the importance of owning a gun and how it can be beneficial to women, especially women with kids, but women in general, and even men? Purchase you a firearm, but get licensed. But can we talk about, you know, the importance of owning a firearm?
It's not the most important thing in the world, but it's definitely really important.
Just like you said earlier, what did you say? Should I say you'll know what you need
till you need
it. Mine is better to need it, to have it and not need it, than need it and not have it.
Yeah,
feel me?
Exactly. It's even if you don't have to use it, it's a big deterrent as well.
Right.
So even if you don't have to squeeze the trigger, you can pull it out, or even if you have to brandish it to defend yourself, it's other ways besides just shooting and killing somebody.
Right.
That a gun can come in handy for.
Right.
So I mean, it's very important, especially in today's society. I think it's like 40% of Americans own firearms. Like out of the whole country, 40% of them own firearms, and that's just the ones we know about.
Right.
So you gotta. I want to meet fire with fire sometimes if we're gonna be in that fight. If they coming with firearms, then I don't want to be the one who's coming with a bat, and then I end up losing. You know,
right.
I want to match the playing field, make it level. So it's really important to have a firearm. I feel like.
Okay, it's important to have a firearm, but it's even more important to be safe with that firearm. When you talk about firearm safety,
I think it's important. Go ahead.
Gun safety. It's like it goes hand in hand. You can't have a firearm and not be safe with it. Because then, if you're not, then you're gonna face some consequences.
That's right. Like being able to, like when you go get your driver's license. Like when you go get a car, you have to get a driver's license. You got to learn how to drive a car and be safe with a car. You know what I'm saying? You should do the same thing with a firearm. Mm-hmm. Like cars, you know, enhanced cars don't kill people. People behind the wheel kill people. Mm-hmm. Firearms don't kill people. People behind firearms kill people. So it's the same sense.
But people don't know those things, those everyday things like guns. That's why people don't handle guns a lot, or is scared to get one because they see it and they just scared, right? Yeah. And they don't know how to handle it as far as like just even putting it on their person or carrying it around, having a proper holster for it, or if I'm even handing you my firearm, not muzzle control, you know what I'm saying? Not pointing your muzzle at anybody,
Certain
rather
direction, yeah.
you know what I'm saying, not looking down the barrel of your gun, stuff like that. People don't know about. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the importance of taking the CCDW class, because even if you don't want to just get the license, you're gonna get that knowledge for it. Even if you don't want to take the actual CCDW class, we offer other classes like basic handgun 101, proper grip, all kind of everything.
Build your AR,
whatever you need.
Build your AR, you can go to range, shoot the AR.
All safety tips, everything you gotta learn and stuff to use. Whatever tools you're gonna use comes with instructions. You gotta learn the instructions on how to use it. If you don't, you're not gonna use it properly.
Right. Okay.
That's hits the nail on the head. Like, even if you do whatever, no matter what you do, if you carry a firearm, you should get knowledge on it, right? No matter what you do, anything you do in life, whatever your profession is, whatever your field of experience is, if you carry that thing, you should know exactly how to use it, when to use it. Top 3 things: how to safe direction, where to point it, always treat it like it's loaded. Small things, you gotta universal safety rules is one: always treat it like it's loaded. It goes hand in hand, point in the safe direction. And then what's the last one?
Knowing your target, what's beyond it. Keep your finger off the trigger till you made the decision to shoot. You already said the other 2. So it's 4 universal safety rules, but you should always know what type of firearm you're using. Know your firearm before you even try to use it, as just common knowledge.
And then, like he said,
common sense ain't
common knowledge ain't well. Everybody's
common sense ain't common.
Everybody's common sense is different.
I shouldn't say that.
What I grew up with, my morals and what was taught to me as a kid might not have been taught to. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna judge everybody, but I ain't gonna judge it up. But at the same time, like he was saying, even small things like knowing the backstop, knowing what's behind what you about to put these bullets in, right?
Bullets don't stop.
Bullets don't stop a lot of times, right? And so, home defense is really important to know what's on the other side of that wall, right? Somebody you get in the wrong position, you know what I'm saying. You want to know what you got to be conscious of all of that. But that goes into different type of trainings and things that we offer as well, mental exercises that we can offer you for high pressure situations, all type of things. Yeah,
so I'm saying people need to come see you. They're crazy out here. They're crazy. So, all right. So say I own a gun, right? And we talk about traveling with your firearm and things like that, and where to keep it. Can you talk about the safe places, like while you traveling to and from, to keep your gun in your car, and just like you was talking about earlier, entering and exiting the vehicle safely and properly?
Me, I'm always say when you're traveling, keep it on you, keep it on your person. Unless the safest place is under the dragon's wing, right?
Okay.
If it's here, you can access it a little bit easier, a little bit faster. But there are different places, depending on how your car is built, depending on how much you want to spend on different gadgets and things. There are different attachments you can put in your vehicle to where you can store it, like magnets and things like that, to where it won't move unless you pull it off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some people have holsters on the side of their seat, so you can stick it right there on the side.
Okay.
Me as a firearm instructor, I'm gonna say do your research and follow the laws first.
Facts.
So just like how they got apps to show what licenses are recognized, it'll also tell you what type of rules and regulations they have in that state. You can click on the state. It's USCCA. They got an app where it pulls up the map. You can click on any state, see their whole gun laws, regulations. When you drive and walk around, carrying on your person, open carry, concealed carry, everything like that. So I would say do your research first and see what they allow. Because some states, they allow you to have it riding around with you on your person, or have it in the gun lock, in the safe box, or stuff like that. But some other states might not. Like you can have a Kentucky license, and we ride around with it. And you can have one up top in the chamber and all that stuff. But you go up to Michigan, they gonna say you riding around with the intent to kill if you got one up top in the chamber. So you got to follow them different laws, and then because one mistake can lead to a felony. And you wasn't even using. You wasn't even trying to. You just want to go get something to eat.
Right. One mistake could put you. Or if you're defending yourself, you have to defend yourself. One mistake could put you in prison, and you was just defending yourself or your family. But legal way, you definitely got to do your research, right?
Your research.
All right, we don't have to get, I guess, too deep into the topic, I guess. But what are some good weapons for home defense?
Well,
anything can really be a weapon.
I would say, honestly, I was about to say when you said earlier, when you talking about firearms, I'd say like weapons in general, you should keep a weapon. Everybody should keep a weapon of some sort, like deterrent, right? Let's step away from firearms for a second. Even women, pepper spray, a knife, Pocket knife, right? Everybody should keep a pocket knife. Everybody should keep a little poker. You know, you keep a little blade on you, right? Keep a blade.
You might have to cut your seatbelt off or something.
Never know, right?
anything.
Right? Never know. You should keep a blade. Like I said, women pepper spray, a taser. Everything that you can legally carry. See what you like the best, right? Firearm ain't the only thing, but that's the thing. That's where you even the playing field out the way. That's going to be the most efficient. But there are definitely deterrents that could save your life.
Right.
Other
people
than
who just refuse to buy it.
Even lights can be used as a weapon. Flashlights, even just having lights in your home. Like, intruders ready come up, home invasion. Them big old lights, the Ring cameras. Oh, they heard a voice. Oh, you're being recorded.
Yep.
That's gonna them man. Turn around before they even get in the house. You ain't got to use a weapon.
Right.
Saved your whole life.
Okay.
There's all types of different things. Home defense.
Ring doorbells, stuff like that. Just being able to, visually see and then lighten up areas, right? There's a certain statistic out there. You probably know where where crime happens in less lit areas, right? So if it's darker here, it's more likely for there to be crime there because nobody can see what's going on.
Mm-hmm. He even touched on it earlier when you said the bushes. Your landscape of your house can be a deterrent of somebody's house.
Sure.
So if you don't got a lot of bushes like around your house for somebody to hide in or stuff like that, that's a deterrent. If you got lights and stuff, it's so many things you can do to keep yourself safe. Take safety precautions.
We've even installed hedge linings for clients who don't want people to be able to see in their backyard. Or we like, okay, they just bought a new house. So how do I need? No, you need this security. You need these type of lights on your walkway. These type of lights on your driveway. Your garage should be like this. This type of remote you need. Your security camera should be placed here, here, and here. Okay. So your perimeter should look like this. This is where your tree line should start right here. This is the safest place for your tree line. This dog house should go here. Oh, we can eat all the way from outside to inside to the top floor to the basement. There's ways where you can protect yourself and your family.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, I like it. So, a lot of viewers might have children. Can we talk a little bit about being safe with your child, playground safety, and things like that? Safe words we talked about earlier. Explain what a safe word is. You know what I'm saying?
Safe word is just a word that you sit down, you come up with a word between you and your family that is a code word for any time a situation is going around south. You know what I'm saying? If it's an emergency, you can't really talk about what the emergency is. You can't say, hey, so and so is happening, or you don't have time to say that. Only thing you got time to say is, hey, pineapples, something that, your family's like, whoa, you don't even, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
Immediately, so safe words are very important, especially when you have kids. A lot of kids nowadays are extremely friendly, right? And so setting those boundaries with your kids on who to be friendly with, who to trust. Right, I'm going through this with my son right now. He's 4 years old. I'm like trying to teach him who to trust. We don't strange danger, right? What we learned when we was younger, stranger danger is a real thing. They got that what they doing now? With the human trafficking, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so just keeping small, like you said, checklists. My kid, if I can't see you, you're wrong. You feel me? If I can't see you, you ain't.
Taking a picture of them every time they go out the house, just so in case, say, they get out of your sight, just so you got whatever outfit they had on that day, last thing they was wearing.
We're taking a mental snapshot, right? Yeah. We're taking a mental snapshot. Like I said, my son, we out. If I can't see you, that's an emergency. Mm-hmm. I need to be able to see you. You need to be able to see me. Mm-hmm. If you can't hear me, if you can't see me, it's wrong. Fix it immediately. You know what I'm saying? Small things like that. If I never introduce you to them, you don't know them. If you ain't see me introduce you to them and dap them up, give them love, you don't know them. I don't care what they said to you.
Right.
I don't care what they look like. I don't care if they look like you.
Right.
I don't care if they put up a picture of you.
Right.
If I never introduced them to you, you don't know that person.
And having safe words, have that open line of communication with your child for if something were to happen with the people that you do love or the people that you have introduced.
And I got that with my son too. We got me and his mom. We got this boundary right here. You can tell mommy and daddy anything. Mm-hmm. We actually want you. Anything you go through in life, anything you ever experience, make you happy, make you sad, make you want to have fun, and make you want to go dance, make you want to swing your back. Whatever you want to do, we want to know about it. Now, we have to set those certain boundaries so that you keep the privacy within your home as well. Because you don't want people knowing your safe words or anything safe about your home, what you got in your safe word, anything. You don't want people to know that you even have certain stuff at your house.
And also with kids, you gotta, when it comes to like kids and firearms, you gotta be real real safe with that.
Yeah, that was
Like,
my next question.
You can't, like, you gotta have it put away. It gotta be out of reach of well, the law. It's a federal law that actually states that you have to have all firearms out of reach of minors and unauthorized individuals.
Yep.
So say you got a cousin who's a felon who comes over your house, they shouldn't be able to access your weapon. Same way your kids shouldn't be able to access your weapon. They shouldn't be able to go in your closet or under your bed and put the safe code in and be able to get your firearm out. That's why when you hear about kids shooting themselves, anything like that, the parents is going to federal prison for that
shooting.
because they wasn't supposed to be able to access that in the first place.
Right.
So it falls on the parent.
So as protection experts, what is something that y'all ask frequently about kids and gun safety?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So like the biggest question I get asked is like, what age can they start learning about gun safety? And it's really honestly whenever you feel like they're ready to learn, or when they feel like they're ready to learn, you can ask them and be like, hey, you want to learn about firearms? You gotta explain to them how serious it is, and if they got an interest in it, then they're gonna say, yeah, I want to learn. Or if they don't, they can be like, no, I don't want to have nothing to do with that. And either way, that's how you go about it. But me, when she turns 6, that's just my age in my head. When my daughter turns 6, I'm gonna take her to the gun range and I'm gonna teach her how to shoot and how to hold it properly, how to all those universal safety rules we went over already, how to point in the safe direction, the proper grip, everything. So I'm gonna teach her all of that stuff. So that way, when she becomes older age, it's just secondhand nature to her. She can protect herself on her own. Say if it's just me and her out and something happens to daddy, then who's gonna have my back? She's gonna have my back one day.
Right.
Like it's all about how you want to train your child and how you want them to live at the end of the day, for real.
And also you can wing them into it, right? You don't have to just start out with a handgun. You can start out with small things, bow and arrows. Bow and arrows are really good. Airsoft guns are good introductions to firearms. Even if you took them out in the backyard, putting up a target with an airsoft gun, right? And then when you get to training them, when you get into the point to where you want to teach them about it, you teach them with a light powered weapon like a 22 AR, right? Something that doesn't have any kick and it's really light on the ears so that they don't, right? Because as humans, the first thing that we taught to fear is loud noises, right? So it ain't the smack on the baby's butt; it's the sound of it. It makes it right. So and then if you train them to get used to those loud noises, it becomes secondhand nature. So then they're not so much of it scared of it. Most people are scared of the sound of when the gun fires, pow, right? When people hear gunshots, when you hear something loud drop, most people jump, right? Because it's the sound. It's the sound that throws it's a natural. It ain't quiet like it was, So if you can train the sound, like you said, like I said earlier, then you get even adults, less of a fear of the firearm, more of comfort with it, like secondhand nature, like an extension of the body type thing.
All right. So all in all, is come take a CCDW class. Even if you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get even if you don't want to own a gun, you're gonna get.
You can take a workshop. You can take a workshop. There's advanced classes, all kinds of stuff. Like you can always, you never want to stop learning in life. Period. But when it comes to firearm safety, anything firearm safety, protecting yourself, keep on learning. There's never anything you can't stop learning. Like I'm an instructor, but I'm still learning on myself. You feel me? I take an advanced class right now. I'm learning from instructors who've been teaching me. So like I'm passing down the knowledge that I'm gaining, and I'm still learning at the same time. So you never want to get complacent with it. It's always new stuff you can learn because they always making new guns, new anything. There's new rules, all kind of stuff.
And if you don't want a firearm, like you said, if people don't want firearms, you can come to us and get hand-to-hand combat.
Martial arts.
You need to know hand-to-hand combat. You need to know how to defend yourself one way or another.
Okay.
Right? Firearms are just extensions of the body. So if you really know how to move your body, you'd be better off with the firearm. So there's all type of things that you can.
Or get a consultation and we can go over your landscape of your home.
See how your home.
See where you want to put your security cameras at, where you should put this bush at, put this, all kind of stuff, railings, everything.
You want to take your dog and get your dog trained, we can get you where you need to be. Whatever you want to, whatever there is, everybody needs some sort of protection, right? Everybody in the world needs some sort of protection. Like you said, 40% of Americans own guns. Level the playing field as much as you can. You never know what's going to happen. When COVID happened, there started being a whole lot of looting and, things like that. If something like that happens again, then, how are you prepared to be able to defend yourself and your family in that situation? Do you have safe places in your house to where you can go? Is your house even safe enough for you to be, for a stand up ground, right? Do you have dogs? What kind of dogs do you have?
You got on
what kind of locks do you have on your doors? Do you have multiple locks on doors? your dogs, are your dogs trained? Can your dogs be quiet, or they gonna bark at anything? Right? Can your dogs protect you, or you got to protect them? There's certain things, everything matters when it comes to your home and how it's how you put it together in order for it to be as safe as possible, right?
Mm-hmm. You should have the home safety plan. Have it with all your family members. It's all kind of different precautions you can take. Treat it like fire drills and all kind of things.
Every home should run fire drills. I'm not gonna lie, every home should run fire drills. Even if you just one night you just get up, get your family out back, because you never know what that fire could be. It could be somebody catching your house on fire to get you to come outside. Right?
Goes along with having a safe word and everything.
You should
practice.
We practice it. I'm a school teacher. You practice at school. We do tornado drills, fire drills, intruder drills. Right? Why at home? Why don't we do intruder drills? You should know. You should practice just in case everything happens. Even like we said, mental exercises. A lot of times when we go shooting, we work out while we're shooting. Right? We get our heart pumping to maximum, maybe 120 beats per minute, 125 beats per minute. Get up, shoot. So then you have to take a deep breath. You have to scan the environment, and you have to do this all while your brain is moving, as in what do you call it? What do you call it? Adrenaline, right? In a high adrenaline situation, as it would be in real life.
Okay.
Most people, when their heart rate gets about 120 beats per minute, their brain starts to send snapshots. So when you see people here, I blacked out. Yeah, that is true, because you can't control the heart rate, right? You learn to control your heart rate. You learn to stay calm in different situations. It can literally save your life by being able to take a deep breath, and ground and see what is going on around, orient and see what's going on around you.
In essence, security ties into all everyday life, home defense, in so many ways that people don't even realize, and we just really
trying to get the message out.
Yeah, we're trying to get the message out to the community and give people that knowledge that we're not just getting in school. Just some people don't get it at home. We're trying to offer that to the community so people can protect themselves and not just rely on the police at all times.
Yeah, so like we love to we love to come out. We love to protect people. We love to make money from it as well, but. We also love to train. We also love to teach. We also love to educate other people. We students of life. We always try to grow. We keep books, right? I keep books. He got a book in his bag. We both got. We send each other so many audio books. It's ridiculous, right? We try to learn as much as possible. We also pass the knowledge around so that we're not having our kids die from accidental gun violence, right? We're not having our family members accidental, shootings. We having safer households. We having safer conversations. We having safer homes because there's that comfortability in our household. It's like, okay, we got this established. We know what this is, and there's
more self-aware, so that way when you do go out to the parties, you know what to look for, certain triggers, certain things. What like come to class, learn the color codes. You'll know what to look for, and when you get that intuition in your stomach, like, something don't feel right. Now I can look and check somebody's body language and be like, okay, now it's time to go. All these things to be proactive.
That's important.
I mean, it's like you said, it's important. Like, and it goes like you said, every day for every walk of life, you could always be safer.
Right.
You never know what's gonna come along. And people always like, well, I don't have no enemies. I don't have. Well, it's people. Don't matter. You could be in a grocery store. We had that thing happen in Kroger a couple years ago, right?
Right.
And anybody I speak on, my condolences to the family, anything like that, right? But you never know what could happen, where you at, and you always want to make it home safe. Right. The goal of the day is to make it home safe. I don't care if we're going to work. I don't care if we're going wherever we're going. You go there, whoever you go with, y'all come back together, right? That's how since we were, So
yeah. As y'all can see, man, these dudes is extremely knowledgeable on this topic. So if you want to go and get yourself, protected, or just get some knowledge about how to protect yourself, find these two dudes. On the Bloom Network interview series, I have a segment of the show. It's called Sowing a Seed, right?
Yeah.
So y'all two Black business owners. So the Bloom Network is all about helping the community grow together and allowing us to bloom, right?
Yeah.
So today we're gonna plant a seed, right? And I'm gonna ask y'all some questions that y'all got to be, completely honest about. So you might help somebody else. Somebody else might need to hear. Okay. So what is something that you all would say is good about our Black or minority-owned business community?
I say the best thing about it is the networking. I love that more people are open to work with each other.
Okay.
You're gonna have gatekeepers in any industry that you try to work in, any profession. People who don't want to work with you and stuff like that. People who don't want to, who gonna withhold information and stuff. I would say in our community, at least, especially like in Louisville, a lot of people want to work with each other because they feel like we're sick of the crab in the bucket mentality. Like people it's getting old, so like a lot of people's helping each other nowadays.
That's what's up. Okay. All right, cool. So I guess I'm gonna come to you with the next one. Can you shine a light on something that don't get enough credit within our Black business community?
I think people that work with kids. I see. Take for example, my guy. I went to high school with a guy named Flea, Demontre Ward, right? He has a lawn care company. Shout out to the lawn care company. It's called I can't even think of the name. Lawn Warriors, right? And so I seen him out one day. I was pulling up to the gas station. He had 3 little dudes with him. They was all in high school. One of them was 14, one of them was 16, one of them was 18, something like that. Right, and growing up, if anybody know Flea, they know how Flea was, right? He can have these kids with anything. He can let these kids down any path. He's a grown man, so he can lead these kids down any path on how to get some money. Right. He got these kids at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock up cutting grass. You know what I'm saying?
Getting it honest.
And so I've been meaning to shout him out. I ain't had enough time for it. I just been ripping. But yeah, shout out to him. That's something I want to shine a light on because people that work with kids, you gotta have a certain level of patience.
Right.
You gotta have a certain level of patience. And then you also have to have a certain level of moral character about yourself, because you at the end of the day they're watching everything you do,
right?
And especially as melanated people, like it's just the light is always shining on us more, especially as men, because we have less role models than everybody else, right? We always looking for role models growing up. We always looking for who can lead me, who can help me, who can teach me,
right?
Especially if there's no father around,
right?
So I want to shout out to anybody. I don't care anybody, any small Black business that's working with kids, trying to give back in the community, trying to help the next generation, because that's what it's all about.
Right.
We are the next generation is our future,
right?
And so we don't pour as much into them as possible. We don't teach them the rights and wrongs, and this is how you run a business. This is the proper way to do business. This is what you should be doing to get money. You ain't gotta do this to. You can make money by doing this. You can, So I'm just teaching anybody that works with the youth, trying to empower them, educate them, help them, love them, give them the energy and stuff they need to grow and succeed. I feel like that's gonna make,
Shout out to Flea and Lawn Warriors, man.
Yeah, call them, man, get your grass cut, man. The grass season's almost over, but you got about 2 more cuts.
Right.
I think he do winter stuff too. He might be able to shovel your snow. He might be able to salt your driveway, stuff like that. He gonna keep it.
Everybody be afraid of them YNs, man. Go talk to him, man. Help him cut some grass.
He's a real good principal. He's a real good principal teacher. So if you got a little son that's out there that's probably on the wrong, to hang out with the wrong people, get him with him. He's a good principal teacher, and he'll get him to work, teach him how to work, make his own money. He ain't, what I'm saying? Yeah, that's give him my guy, Lawn Warriors, man. Shout out to you, bro. Hey, man. I was proud of you when I seen that, bro. I love that at One More Heart, bro.
That's what's up, man. We showing love over here. Okay, so can you, one of y'all, what's something our culture doesn't have that you'll like to see more of?
Camaraderie.
Unity.
Yeah. Everybody works together but us.
Man, I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? Like he said, there's gatekeepers in every industry. Some industries won't even work with us. But as melanated folk, one thing I love about us is we so accepting, but that's one thing I don't like about us as well is we accept everybody.
Everybody else.
We let everybody into our stuff. You know what I'm saying? But everybody try to
take.
You know what I'm saying?
Give it back to us.
And then on another note, it's not, a lot of times it's too much. Like we have competitions is what propels a lot of us, right? But sometimes there's too much competition and not enough teamwork, right? It's too much like, we on the same team, but you competing against me. We're supposed to be on the same team working for the same common goal. Right.
That's why we here at the Bloom Network. I think I'm gonna say it every episode, man. Y'all heard Boss Man D-Lo. Get in with me, man. We trying to help each other grow,
on, man. And everybody want to be, everybody want to be ops. We know it's a mind thing. We are psychologically trained to be ops, and oppose each other instead of coming together and be like, okay, hold up, we only here. Hold up, we can take over this, and this. Even if you do this, we do the same thing. We can both come and collab. You can hit this spot, I can hit this spot. I teach this, you teach this.
Right.
Everybody has
each other grow.
Even if we in the same, say basketball for instance, you got LeBron James on the same team as whoever, right? You ain't LeBron. I can do this, and this. Right. And you can do this, and this, but we still have to come together to win the championship. Just it ain't got to be no, what I'm saying. So we need more family, more togetherness as people. You feel me? Like it's too much.
I agree.
Too much competition.
Too much competition. This and that. He's, some people feel like they
want to be competition.
Egos,
Of course. All right. So this is the last one, right? So this was called Do Better, right? What is something that Black-owned business, minority-owned business needs to do better of, or what is something that?
All right, go first.
Professionalism.
Hey,
Professionalism.
I ain't gonna lie, I struggle with that sometimes.
We all do. Everybody's gonna struggle with it because you got
It's hard.
It's
I
growth. Growth's
struggle
gonna
with
be
that
growth.
in meetings. I struggle with that in meetings.
Professionalism. Oh my gosh, that's what sets us apart. Honestly,
Yeah,
like
facts.
even just us, we not the most professional people, but we way different than the bouncers and everybody. Like that's how we still get clients. Like you not gonna see us in all the parties and all the clubs, but they gonna be like, how is MB still a company? Because we professional. We doing different work. We doing different things. We set ourselves. That's what makes us. That's what makes us
They
different.
call us for everything.
Like I took that, I noticed that, and I'm like, okay, that's what's gonna make us way different from everybody else, and that's gonna be my standpoint.
People think that.
Professionalism.
I think a lot of times people don't even
Appreciate
understand how to be professional or are ignorant to the fact of professionalism, and they think that
code
they know
switching.
everything. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't
And
even that,
sometimes
it's
code
just
switch, you
wrong.
got to code switch and stuff like
Yeah,
that too.
sometimes.
But
Well,
just being able to like learn in situations where you might not have had everything together. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Take that and learn. You know what I'm saying? Learn from it and apply it next time to where you can give a better service the next time that
I
you.
feel like everybody needs to be a chameleon. Learn how to be a chameleon.
Right.
What a chameleon does, it goes in whatever environment it's in, it observes it. It observes its environment and it adapts to it. Okay, so when it comes to business requires professionalism. Whatever business you're doing, adapt to it, become a professional, and that's how you're gonna be more successful.
Exactly.
Yeah,
All right, and this is the second part of
Do
do
better.
better, right? This is the second
do
part.
better. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, go
Hold
ahead.
on. So this is the second part of it. What is something that consumers can do better for Black-owned businesses?
Stop asking for discounts. Stop asking me. Stop asking us. Stop asking minority businesses for discount. Look, bro. Come on, bro. We ain't guard the world. We ain't got. We trying to build. We're not ally. Y'all see us riding around the armored trucks. You feel me? We got carpet. You feel me? So we trying to elevate. You feel me? And as much as the same as other black businesses, minority businesses, not even just black melanin. Anyways,
You're not supporting by asking for a discount.
yeah, stop asking for a discount. Just if you can't pay the price, just don't even inquire.
That's not even just for security
That's for
purposes.
anything.
Any black
That's for
business.
anything.
Like,
You
it's
go
a
in-
black business. It's minority owned. It's not a full on business. Like, come on now.
Stop
Quit
asking for
a
discount. Hey, that right there. People go, they all, and then they always
weak,
ask
'cause
their
that's a
people
big
for a
one.
discount, but they don't want to ask. You can go to Kroger and ask for a discount. Y'all don't even be stealing from Kroger. Y'all go Kroger and go and pay for everything. You can pay for everything. You won't even try to steal from Kroger, but when they come to me, you think I'm supposed to give you $400 off, and I gotta risk my life. You feel me? You want to go up the street to the and that discount stuff.
It ain't it.
You gonna call your
We're
mechanic
trying to
because
shortcut
he's
the black
bruh
business.
now. You like, hey bro, can you do my brake job for $40 cheaper? Cause he had to drive to your house. He had to do a little bit extra work, and he don't get the same write-offs as the big companies yet. So work with us, help us grow. You feel me? Stop doing
I
that.
like what you just said. Asking for a discount is not support. It's not.
You trying to because I got to do more work because I'm gonna treat you good anyway. Especially if you come to me and we get, if we're doing business, I'm gonna try to do. We gonna do good business regardless. Especially if you are.
Let me say this. Here's the thing that gets me with the discount thing. We already gonna give you a
The
discount and
discount.
you don't even know about it.
right.
We already gonna show you love because we don't want to bust your head just for what we worth.
And I'm always on some trying to.
That's what hurt you more is I'm already showing love.
And then I'm the medium. I'm the medium because I'm always trying to. He just said the other day, bro, you always trying to give somebody a discount. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to just show love. You feel me? At the same time, it's like we hurt ourselves to a certain degree. Now we ain't going. You ain't gonna hurt ourselves like that. But at the same time, it's like
be worth it.
why even keep doing? Why do that? And then it's like that's not how people operate. It's not how
They ain't
society
even gonna
operates.
appreciate it.
At the end of the day, people ain't gonna. It's not how society. So then we cheat ourselves at the end of the day. We took all these trainings. We still take trainings. We go do this, go do that. We done been to different states.
We got kids. We gotta get home.
Come on, now. We done flew here to do this training.
Gotta give you a discount.
Paid here to flew, pay for these plane tickets to get here. We had to load 5-6 firearms on the plane to go to here to do some training and do all that.
Got to argue with the police to do certain
You
stuff.
know what I'm saying? We got
all this hassle for a discount to be taken out, and we're not getting full price, and then you're not even ready to recommend our business to nobody out there.
Well, not even say we won't recommend it, but won't recommend it into a field that's going to propel us, right? So we like working with CEOs. We like working with private companies, big wigs. We like working with people in the stock exchange. We like working with people who have assets to protect.
Right.
People have big nice houses. People who have a lot of nice cars, trailers.
I wouldn't even say that because we work with all kind of people.
Yeah, that's true.
We work with people's budgets, everything.
Yeah, that's
we love
true.
our people.
Yeah, that's true.
You feel
That's
me?
true. That's 100% true.
Like it ain't always gonna be executives all the time.
Yeah,
but it's got to be worth it if we're
no,
gonna
that's
do
true.
it.
Exactly.
That's true because we do work with a lot of we work with
We're
our
gonna
people.
do private. Our people like some people can't afford a big private security all the time, big armor, suits, and all that stuff. We'll still work with you. We'll send some guys. We'll prefer you to another company that we feel is professional to do it. You feel me? But it's got to be right.
Yeah. I feel you. Okay, so where can people find y'all and get in contact with y'all if they need the y'all security for an event or they want to take a CCDW class, stuff like that?
Email mybrotherllc@gmail.com. Protected by MB on Instagram, MB Security LLC on Facebook. Website coming soon, www.protectedbymb.com. Not the new one.
Or the concealed web page for the
trainers. Well, yeah. Hit the link in the bio of Protected by MB on Instagram. Get the CCDW class, or you just shoot me an email, mybrotherllc@gmail.com.
Yeah.